My name is Worre, and I've been involved in the network marketing profession for over 30 years. I'm the founder of Network Marketing Pro, the largest network marketing training organization in the world, with an audience in 137 countries and growing. Since its inception, Network Marketing Pro has produced an extensive library of thousands of complimentary training videos covering virtually every topic associated with network marketing. In fact, over 5 million people access this free information every single week. I'm probably best known as the author of the best-selling book, Go Pro: 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional, which has sold over 3 million copies and has been translated into 17 different languages. I'm a speaker, a coach, a trainer, a consultant, but one of the favorite things that I get to do is hosting the largest and most powerful training events in network marketing history. In 2010, we created Go Pro Recruiting Mastery. It started with an audience of 200 people, and over the past 10 years, it's become the largest annual generic gathering of network marketing professionals from companies and countries all over the world. For the past few years, we've held the event at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. 3 days of incredible value. Some of the world's greatest thought leaders have spoken on our stage. People like the one and only Les Brown, author and television talk show host Mel Robbins, living legend and star of The Secret, Bob Proctor, best-selling author and leadership authority, John Maxwell, the hip-hop preacher, Eric Thomas, author, speaker, and coach, Brendan Burchard, Armando Christian Perez, also known as Mr. Worldwide, and most famously known as the artist Pitbull, NBA legend and entrepreneur Magic Johnson, one of the most iconic entrepreneurs on earth, Sir Richard Branson, and none other than one of the most inspiring people in the world, my friend, Mr. Tony Robbins. And that's just the sizzle. The real network marketing training comes from myself and some of the most successful and inspirational network marketing leaders in our profession. We deliver on 5 major themes during this event. How to develop a $1 million mindset. How you think has a massive impact on your success. How to learn the skills necessary for success in network marketing. What strategies are working right now to help people grow faster, navigating through changing times, increasing retention, creating more duplication, and keeping your teams more active. How to develop yourself as a world-class leader in network marketing, and then how to identify others within your organization and mentor them into top leaders themselves. And finally, how to create an exciting game plan for the next 12 months to have the biggest breakthrough of your life. And we do all of this in a completely generic way. No companies or products are ever mentioned, and it's a strictly no prospecting zone. Companies trust their distributors to this event. Top leaders do the same. In fact, the world is filled with superstars who credit this event to helping them achieve a breakthrough in their network marketing careers. And that leads us to 2020. Wow, what a year. Here at Network Marketing Pro, we've been holding on, hoping things would turn around in time for us to host the 11th annual Go Pro event in person. But it's become clear that gathering together thousands and thousands of our fellow network marketing friends and family in December is going to be impossible. People are nervous to travel, many borders are closed, but the biggest factor is this. In Las Vegas, the maximum number of people you can have at any event is limited to just 50 people. Obviously, that's not going to work. So that led us to looking at possibly hosting this event online. And I had 3 big questions that I needed to answer because I was skeptical. 1, would people be willing to pay to watch a multiple day event online? 2, even if they paid, would they actually watch the full event? And 3, is it possible to make a multi-day online event truly interactive and fun? Up until recently, the answer's been no. I've watched what other leaders and companies have done. People are trying their best, but it's been flat. Most times it's pre-recorded and it's not live, and people might be registering, but really a small percentage are actually tuning in and participating. But I'm a big believer that without resistance, there's no creativity. And I also believe that with every obstacle, there's a way. I was determined to evaluate every single possibility. Now, about 2 months ago, I started hearing about a few companies that were creating some innovative ways to host live online events. People were registering, they were watching, and they left the events raving about the experience. A good friend of mine heard some of those same reports and got very creative in innovating something new. In fact, he created a phenomenal multi-million-dollar studio in Florida. And he recently hosted his first multi-day online event. Now check this out. A full 360-degree experience, approximately 50 feet around, 14 feet tall screens, filled with live attendees interacting in real time. He was calling out their names constantly. He could pull them up in bigger screens. He could do split screens with them at home. He could interact with them in their live chat, and the people at home were holding up signs and emojis, and overall, they were engaging and having the time of their lives. The production behind this was enormous, and I knew this was different when I personally logged into his event because I was still skeptical. I was laying in bed about 10:30 at night. I had my shirt off, my head on the pillow, and when I clicked on the button to enter the event, it was like, boom, I was in the room with my shirt off. I could see everybody, but they could also see me up on the screen. It would have been like me walking into the MGM Grand Garden Arena with my shirt off. And I was like, whoa, this is different. I was looking into the lives of all these people on the screen, and they were looking right back at me. This created a really good kind of tension and peer pressure, because everyone needed to not only show up, but actually engage in the event. This was way different from some webinar, YouTube video, or Facebook Live. I got excited. The other thing I loved was my friend split people up into 300-person Zoom rooms. He did this so people could get technical and emotional support from his team. But another benefit was there was a kind of camaraderie built within that Zoom room. Over the course of his event, they became like family, pushing and encouraging each other. Through his innovation and what I was personally able to experience, I was able to positively answer my 3 big questions. People would, in fact, pay for a multi-day online training experience, and people would actually tune in. Almost all of his attendees participated in the entire 50 hours of content delivered over 4 days. And finally, it was possible to make it interactive, fun, and most of all, valuable. So my first step was to contact my friend and say, hey, what do you think about renting me your studio in Florida for our big event in December? And he said, Eric, I love you, but I'm not planning on renting it out to anyone. While I understood, I was still bummed out because it would have been such an easy solution for our event. But remember when I said the obstacle becomes the way? Well, it's true. And as a result, Marina and I have decided to make one of the biggest moves of our lives. We are currently building a $20 million studio right here in Las Vegas to host our virtual GoPro event in December. We have a 25,000 square foot studio space being built out, and we are working with 7 different companies to create the ultimate setup for an interactive, online, virtual GoPro experience. There's going to be nothing like it. It's literally going to be like a spaceship, 50 feet in the round, 14 feet high, the highest quality 4K LED screens, the works, the absolute best technology in the world. We're going to be able to look you in the eye, call out your name, challenge you to step into a bigger vision of yourself. You can get your families involved, your teams. We can come together in a very special way. And while the impact of previous GoPro events has been enormous, the fact is there are millions of people we haven't been able to reach. Some just can't get to Vegas due to the distance, visa issues, language barriers, the cost of travel, or the time away from home. Well, now, not only can we broadcast this event to every person on Earth in real time, so long as we sell at least 300 tickets in any language, we're going to provide free live translation into that language. It's no secret that network marketing is exploding all over the world. Well, now we can bring our unique brand of GoPro training, encouragement, and inspiration to people from every country, every language, and every economic situation, live. The virtual GoPro is going to be held December 11th through the 13th, with 8 hours of the best training content every single day. That's 24 hours of the best we have to offer. It's going to be live with no replay, as we've also learned that there needs to be a reason for everyone to clear their schedules and focus. As we will be broadcasting the event live from our studios here in Las Vegas, the schedule will be based on Pacific time. That means it will start in different times around the world. Europe, for example, will start in the afternoon and go into the night. Some places in the world will start in the middle of the night and go through till morning. But if you're going to come to Vegas anyway, you'd be dealing with the time change. So now you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Listen, 2 things make me happy: when I'm growing and when I'm contributing. Well, this project is certainly making all of us grow, but it's the contribution that has me excited. This will be the biggest event in network marketing history by far. We're going to celebrate our great profession. We're going to show people that we have a better way. And we're going to equip people from every corner of the world with the mindset, the skills, the strategy, and the game plan necessary to have the biggest breakthrough of their lives. It's going to be the most powerful event we've ever hosted. We're going to pull out all the stops, and I can't wait for you to experience it. I encourage you to register for this event as quickly as possible. We have some amazing benefits for people who make the decision fast and register early. You're going to love them. Second, I strongly believe that whoever gets the most people from their teams to attend this event are going to win. You don't want them to miss it. And finally, let me just say that if you're involved in this great profession of network marketing, I'm proud of you. The global pandemic has shown the world how important it is to be able to find ways to be able to earn from home. And network marketing has proven to be a better way for the average person to do it. With every step you take, every conversation you have, every fear you face, you're helping people. So I'm proud of you. Click on the link, get yourself registered, and make sure to tell the world we're going to make history together.